Now, welcome everyone to our JobNimbus 101 workshop. This is a very special episode of our JobNimbus 101 workshop. Unlike the very special episodes of your 90s sitcoms, we're not going to be talking about the dangers of sex, drugs, and or rock and roll. Instead, we're going to be talking about the new and improved features in JobNimbus. My name is Logan.
And I'm Dan. And as Logan said, we're going to be talking about new and improved features, specifically the boards feature, which is super exciting. Everybody, yay! The boards feature is central to how JobNimbus runs. It is like the whiteboards you have in your office, except in JobNimbus, they are digital. And that means that anyone on any computer anywhere can see what's happening on your boards and know exactly what's going on. They can stay on the same page. The new features, we've added customizable data so you can see the information that you need to right away there on the cards. We've also made them more intuitive, and we've given it a lot of quality of life changes. And we hope that with the level up we've given the boards, you'll be able to level up your company.
Absolutely. So let's dive right into it. We're going to go into the sales board because everything starts with the sales board. And this is your standard board view that you are used to. We've had this for as long as JobNimbus has been around, which I think is about 300 years. You'll notice this new button up at the top. This says try the new boards experience. That's what we're here to do. So we're going to click on it. This should be added to your accounts later today is what I've been told. If it's wrong, I'm going to look very silly, but
both of us will.
But it should be really soon. Okay, so here we are in new boards. The first thing you'll notice is that it's very blue. All the white around the edges were taken away. This is an aesthetic choice. Some of you may disagree with it. That's fine. Let's talk about things that you're not going to disagree with, which is that our cards look a lot better. Cards being where you can see the individual contacts, jobs, work orders, whatever you're working on. Now you'll see the name, some customizable information, which we'll get into, and then some important information down here that tells you a little bit about what's going on with the account. So the first thing you see is the days in status. Ben Lee has been in inspection for 153 days. We probably need to check on that inspector. Something's gone wrong. The tasks have been completed on that contact. 2 of 10 have been done. Once again, I have concern about the inspector. 18 files have been attached. These are things like PDFs, documents. Hopefully these aren't used in court regarding what happened to the inspector. There are 0 photos here, but there are some here. So once again, hopefully those weren't deleted to cover up whatever happened to the inspector. And lastly, the calendar date, if you're using contact scheduling. And if it's in the past, like Natasha Romanov's date, it'll be in red. The very last thing on the end is the photo of your sales rep, if you have a sales rep photo updated. Otherwise, it'll just have their initials and a little number which tells you how many other team members are assigned to that contact, job, or work order. And in case you forget any of this, if you hover over it, it'll tell you what this is for, in case you forgot my scintillating presentation.
Awesome. I'm sure the inspector is fine, hopefully. But now that we've gone over things we cannot customize in the cards, let's talk about what we can customize. And that's right here up in the top. To customize what you see in the cards, simply click on the 3 dots here and select Edit from the drop-down menu. As you can see, we really want your feedback, but select Edit and it'll pop up the Edit Board window. You'll see here that there is a lot of stuff that's still familiar, such as adding filters, naming the board, and changing the board's color. Now we've included 18 industry standard colors that you can see here that we've tested and made sure that text is easily legible on these colors. So it's super easy for you to read and you can see what you need to right away. Down here, you might be thinking, that's new. Let's go over it. So right here, you can see that we can add 3 customizable lines to the body, and we can customize the title of the card. Now, let's actually customize things right now. For the title, we don't want to see the display name. Let's see something else. To customize what's on the title or what's on any of these lines, simply hover over this to bring up drop-down menu of some options. We can choose from select information from the contacts file, any custom field that has been uploaded or added to your account, and from this other option. We'll go over other in a little bit. Right now, we want to select the contact's first name, type in of, and then select the contact's city. Now down here, let's add in something, another line of information in the body that's super helpful. At least I think it is. Let's add in the contact's address. Now that we've customized what shows up on the card, let's save the board. Give it a moment as it updates all the cards, and there you go. We can see the contact's address, so we know exactly where they live. Makes it super easy, so we know where to go. And the title gives it a very Robin of Locksley look. I like it.
It's very medieval. I like it a lot. And do you need to know anything else about someone besides their first name and their city? I don't think so. So now we've seen what this can do with the sales board. I like the way it looks. Let's jump into the billing board and look at how this will work. And this will work for contacts, jobs, work orders, whatever you got. So we are going to go to the billing board. Normally we'd have to back out using this arrow and then head into the new board. We got an easier way to do that. Instead, we're going to click on the arrow for sales right here, and we can see all of our boards. We'll see our contact boards, our work order boards, our job boards, whatever we have enabled. Let's go to billing, like I said. And here we are in billing. Now, billing has different processes than sales, obviously. So let's edit this to look good for what billing wants to do. The first thing that's important to billing is to know what our financials look like. So let's use those other fields, which gives us some of different financial documents we have in JobNimbus. Since we're in billing, we're going to look at all the approved invoices. And then we'd also like to see what we're still owed. So we're going to do due, go to other, and do the sum of balances due. Oh,
whoops.
I'll put that on the right area. Stand by. So you can type anything you want here, only the short code, which is what we get from these in the end, are important. You can name this clowns, doesn't matter. The other thing you'll notice at the end here is that lists have changed a little bit. Name, status, and sort are all standard, but now we can also add totals. So for collections, let's edit this. And let's add an outstanding invoice total to our collections field. I'm going to save that. We're going to save the board. All right. So now you can see that the total amount of all invoices for a customer is right here, and how much they still owe you is right below it. On our collections total, you can see that we have 5 people that owe us a combined total of $10,919. Don't forget about the dime. Now, if I look at this, I see that Alistair actually has paid off his debts, so we don't need to leave him in collections. We can move him. So I'm going to pick him up. You'll notice that this snaps back and forth a lot better than it used to. I'm really a fan of that, and that it highlights the column we're on so we don't get confused. We're going to drop him here in paid and closed. We get a little notification, says, hey, he was moved to paid and closed. Fantastic. Something else cool here is paid and closed is an archived column. Before you didn't see those. Now you'll see archived columns. And if we go down, it'll load up more of them. Like you're seeing right there, we're loading in some more. It loads about, I don't know, 10, 20 to start with. Don't quote me on that. But this is just another cool feature we did to make boards more usable and more user-friendly. And that's the quick breakdown of what's new with our boards open beta.
Yep. And since it's an open beta, if for any reason you want to go back to the way old boards look, you can click on the 3 dots and select go back to old boards. And also we have this really cool give feedback button. Click on it, type in your feedback and submit it. We appreciate any feedback that you have about the board's feature, and we'll take it into account and see if we can add it into a future update. We'd like to thank everyone for coming out to this very special presentation on our new boards feature. Thank you all for participating in all your wonderful questions. You can check out this presentation later today on our YouTube channel and any of our previous webinars. Look for our JobNimbus channel and search for JobNimbus 101 workshops. If you want, you can check out any of our knowledge base articles. There's also an article for this new version of boards up there on at support.jobnimbus.com in the setting up section of JobNimbus. You'll see it there. If you need any further help or want to ask our support any questions about the new boards feature, feel free to reach out to our support team. There's our number and also our email address. Again, thank you all for coming out. We super appreciate you being here. Thanks.